We have understood now what is the supply chain, where the physical distribution is placed within the supply chain, how it is related with the supply chain, and its objective, the main objective and the supporting objectives. Now, in this third lecture, we'll understand what are the different activities that are being performed in the physical distribution transportation management. Before we go into details, we'll try to recap what we have learned in the previous two classes. The whole supply chain is starting from the raw material to the manufacturing plant, from manufacturing plant finished good reaching to the end consumer. The first part, as I explained, is the part of the materials management. The second part, from manufacturing plant to end consumer, is a part of the physical distribution. So there, once we have understood its role, objective and roles, now we'll see what are the different activities taking place. You'll see the activities between the physical distribution of material, that is sourcing, and physical distribution, or many activities are common. Like when the material is sourced from the supplier, it is transported, packaging is done, then warehousing is done, material handling is done, information management. All this is common between materials management and physical distribution. The difference is that the sourcing is to be done for the raw material and components, and scheduling of the supply is done. Supplier management has to be made. In the physical distribution part, we are taking, marketing department is doing the marketing. Once the order is placed by the customer, order processing is done, material is picked up from the finished good warehouse, and then distribution scheduling needs to be done. Physical distribution scheduling needs to be done. So this is in the additional to the common activities. So the main activities, the key activities of physical distribution are the customer service, the transportation management, the inventory management, and information flow and order processing. The customer service. The customer satisfaction is paramount importance in any logistics activities. One has to concentrate on the activities like offering goods in the right time and right frequency, improving the level of customer service by developing an effective system of warehousing, quick and economic transportation, and maintaining optimal level of inventory. Traffic and outward transportation. Outward transportation takes material from the departure area in the finished good warehouse and delivers them to the customer with the concern that are similar to inward transportation. Means that is supply from the supplier to the warehouse. This has to choose the type of the transport. One has to choose the type of the transport: rail, road, air, water, sea. Find the best transport operator, design a route, make sure that all safety and legal requirements are met, get the delivery on time and at a reasonable cost, and so on. These are the part which is taken care of in traffic and outward transportation. Inventory control. Inventory is very important because overstocking of inventory leads to more money is blocked, more capital, working capital is blocked, it will reduce the profitability. On the other hand, understocking of the item will not be able to meet the customer order. That will lead to customer dissatisfaction, and we may lose customer or revenue also. So inventory control set the policy of the inventory. It considers the material to store, overall investment, customer service, stock level, safety stock, order size, order timing, etc. So it's all part of the inventory management. Inventory management is altogether a different subject or course. That are very detailed. So we have studied in the materials management. Order processing. So when the customer order comes, that needs to be processed. Customer order comes, nowadays IT systems are there. So customer order comes online on real-time basis. So most of the companies, they do not process the customer order online basis. There are different way of processing the item. They are in the batch mode, or they will have something like web processing or mixed type. So order processing makes sure that material delivered correspond to the order. So as per the order, item should be picked up from the finished good warehouse, that needs to be packed, and labeling should be done. It should be loaded onto the vehicle, and that should be delivered to the right customer. Right material should be delivered to the right customer. And when it is delivered, acknowledgement receipt should be taken. Unloading should be from the delivery vehicle should be done. Material should be inspected for damage, and then you take a receipt. So this is all completes the order processing. Distribution communication. Communication plays a very important role in management, in decision making by the management. So until you know how much material which was earlier sent to the wholesaler or retailer, how much has been sold, how much is lying with them, how much order it has been placed, so you will not be able to plan accordingly how much to manufacture. So the whole information flowing from customer, how much is the sale, reaching to the wholesaler, retailer, wholesaler, and back to the company. Based on that, company is planning how much to manufacture, and based on the manufacturing plan, it is trying to procure the raw material and components. So information is very important. Information flow is both way, from customer reaching to the supplier, and information flowing from supplier to the manufacturer, and manufacturer to the retailer. So physical flow of material is associated with the flow of information. This links all part of the supply chain, passing information about the product, customer demand, materials to be moved in time, stock levels, availability of material, availability of not only material, finished good, it's also raw material, problems, cost, service level, and so on. So coordinating the flow of information can be very difficult, and logistics managers often describe themselves as processing the information, taking decision. So decision making, information plays right time, and right information at right time plays very important role. So this is all main activity concerned with the physical distribution. We'll talk about the support activities in the next class. Hope I have been able to clarify what are the main activities in the physical distribution and transportation management.